I do not remember the first plane you get. Yep, it is the F-16. Also, the fucking ADF. Oh, I do not have the new planes. I never installed the DLC. I never installed the new DLC. I have to install the DLC to test the planes because I have the ADF family, but I don't have the Shinden and the new super planes. And I have the F4. Oh god, my F4. I like this plane a lot. It's ugly as all hell. I don't like American planes. I really don't like the design of American planes. But I really love the F4. It has a special place in my heart. I don't have parts, I don't have special weapons, so sorry.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Is it like Metal Gear, an aircraft Metal Gear? That is the most accurate description for Ace Combat I have ever had. It's a lot like Metal Gear, but with planes. I would say it's a lot like Metal Gear.
What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
There's a lot of political intrigue. There are super weapons, etc. Yeah, it's pretty much Metal Gear, but with planes.
The Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron.
Trigger, your call sign is page 2. Verify and read back.
Parrots!
Page 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight.
Choppers?
Welcome, party. We have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are...
Hey look, it's VR again.
Page 2, altitude restriction is...
And the fucking carrier is burning.
Whoa, looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1.
The radio tower is also burning.
Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Column 4, understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all
I know what is my
unidentified
target.
bombers.
Please
They don't have many
get the
escorts.
hints out of
They hit
the
our
screen.
radars
I don't
hard
need
in the
them.
last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Welcome.
Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be.
You want me to avoid spoilers, seeing as some in chat don't know the story. If you can avoid some of the story spoilers of Ace Combat 7, given also that it's a pretty recent game,
Looks like bombers.
because the other ones are kinda old, they have their time, but this one is more recent, so if you can avoid the spoilers, I would appreciate it.
So I told them. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
I will have to do my best effort to not spoil the game, because I always do that.
Trigger, switch your radar. See if you
Especially with games I have already played. I know where they are, Mage 1. Is it Mage 1 or Mage 2? Am I Mage 1? Also, where the fuck are you? You are Mage 1, okay.
They're way overhead.
Mage 2, I think. Yeah.
Asking for another round. All escorts form up for another attack. Point is 835.
Beep, beep. Come on, lock on. 3, 2, 1. I got a lock. Both down.
Enemy support eliminated. This should make the job easier.
And only the bomber. That is my prey, don't you dare fucking killing it.
Target confirmed down.
Whew.
Good, Mage 2.
There they are.
Mage 2. Targets in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm.
Pair of bombers and
I know
escorts.
the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
Almost clipped the wing. Yeah, I almost crashed into the plane. I just noticed that. Is it possible to be called a clown and a brownie? I don't know what you mean by that. If you want to write it in Spanish, I can answer you
Nice going, Mage 2.
if you feel more
Not
comfortable
too shabby,
talking in
Mage 2.
Spanish.
You still got a long way to go, kid.
But yeah, they are called Clown
Base if
and
you
Brownie.
make it in one piece.
Also,
Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Whoa there, Trigger, settle down.
oh, shut up and let me do my job.
Element with Mage 1.
Turtle, welcome to the stream. How are you doing?
Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco.
Where the
Golem
fuck
2,
are
let's
they?
maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered,
There.
sir.
I cannot see them with the clouds. The clouds are way too shiny. Wait, let me change something in the settings because I think I changed the settings and I really don't see the targets on the clouds. Dynamic user. Yes. Had to after the 4 kill without looking. I mean, it's the first mission. I've done this 100 times already. I'm fine, thank you, Turtle. Okay, the contrast is better now. I can see better the targets.
Mage 2, walking. Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
No drones.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass.
Language.
UAVs? I can't tell them apart.
Let's try to do an email man. Well, kind of an email man.
I'm spiked. It didn't connect. That's locked.
Stupid clouds.
Miss, that's a miss.
Don't let them destroy the harbor! Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor is under heavy fire!
Come on. The harbor is not under heavy fire. They are not even there. What the fuck are you talking about? The targets are like fucking miles away from the harbor. Only that one is mildly close. I knew that chap asses were a thing in a strange dream. Kaboom.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
They can burn with their whole payload. Made it in my sight. On.
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Come on. That missile was not for me, but it was way too close.
Almost out of special weapon.
I'm aware of that, thank you. One down. What about the other targets? I don't care about the main targets, I want to focus on the escorts. Well, the 2 that are left because the other ones got killed. My god, can you stop killing my targets?
Locked.
And out of ammo.
Enemy bomber destroyed.
This is Mage 1. I'm spiked.
I hate the F-16. I really don't like this plane.
1 remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this.
I want to focus on the escorts.
Still airborne. Finish it off. Mage 2, missile away.
Woo! Nope, don't stall. Just fucking asshole.
Lockdown hostile.
Target is
Down.
hit.
How about you?
Target in range of guns.
Aware of that, thank you. Do not kill it, it's my target. Oh, you didn't die. Interesting. Someone got a scratch on me. Oh, interesting. Fuckers. What killed me the most about the F-16 was the time it took to reload. The F-16 takes a lot of time to reload the missiles, but my main problem is how really unbalanced the plane feels. It feels like I cannot keep the plane balanced at all.
To Golem and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down.
Yep, no damage on the
You're in the clear.
no damage on the base. So I would say it's a job well done, kind of.
Flight commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Golem Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
Enjoy lunch, Alex. Welcome to. Thank you for coming to the stream.
Golem 1.
Also, really nice English.
Debriefing.
Seawater at Gunther Bay. I am Princess Rosa Cosette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Caution alert. Oh no.
Your call sign is Mage 2.
Did they change the color of the bar? I think the bar used to be white, but I might be wrong. I have the feeling that the bar, the loading bar, well, loading, the playback bar used to be white.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop.
No, not the carrier. The on the HUD, on the whole user interface, the loading bar of the preview. I think it used to be white before instead of orange.
International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
And A rank, because they killed a couple of planes that I didn't kill. I wasn't expecting the S rank, to be honest. I can now equip upgrades. Nice. I can now equip upgrades.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has
Not
released a
widespread
statement
destruction.
saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army.
And Belka wasn't involved at all. Belka is never involved. Belka is never involved at all. Never.
Our sources in government tell us it was
Why would you
Harling's
think that?
policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction.
Welcome to the
for
stream,
some time
Javi.
now.
The Kingdom of
The
Erusia would
executive office of the
do well
Osean
to stay
Federation
put
has
and
declared
stop
a
messing
national
around.
state of emergency.
Erusia
They
should
have ordered
just
all its armed forces,
refrain
including
from
Yusian
having a
forces,
military
to
at all.
mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN.
No, the
OCA
ENN.
launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Ocean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters.
On the world
Some of
map
the
in
disabled planes
AC7
then
looks
crashed
like
into
random parts of
residential areas.
IRL countries thrown together. I think the world map on AC7 is the same as the world map on AC0 and 5, only that more cohesive with the whole story. But yeah, it feels kind of like real. If you're talking about the cities themselves, the cities themselves, they do feel like random cities of the real world. You know, I was joking. After all, Belka is involved as part of the ISAF. Belka is always involved in everything.
The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oceans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world.
One portion looks a lot like Alaska to me.
Even tried
Yeah, and Selatapura is Hong Kong. It's
That's how a
literally
space
Hong Kong.
elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usha, paid for by the Oceans. President Harling said he did it out of
5,
compassion
I think,
for his
introduced the
fellow
current
humans.
and strange roadmap.
But to
Yes,
the folks in
I think it
Erusia,
was 5,
looked like
yeah.
Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom.
And we back on
When
the
they started
15 years
the
ago.
war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that
New
was
Zealand
going
doesn't
on,
change. Yeah, New Zealand is a real
the
place in this
Colorado
world
Osea
for some
released
reason.
a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that
Also,
day.
I'm peaking my
Pinpoint
microphone, so I'm going to
accuracy,
lower
they
my
managed to
voice
take
a
out
tiny
everything
bit.
that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the
Also,
world.
for some reason, in Ace
Erusia
Combat
didn't have the same
7,
reach,
they
but could hit their
introduced
targets faster and cleaner.
They introduced
all this was
Italian
going
food,
down,
which means
I
that there
just
is
so
an
happened to be in
Italia
my flying drone
somewhere
racer.
in a strange realm. There is a place called Italia, and they have Italian food. The Great Lakes are also featured, yeah.
In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osea Air
Immobilized
Force
their
base,
military,
then
yeah.
got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace.
I broke some aviation laws or some crap. You're flying a fucking combat jet. Are you? Of course you broke laws. It doesn't matter that you own the pieces. Flying a fucking fighter is not legal if you're not on the military. I broke some laws or some crap. Yeah. Yeah, you did.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Usian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were
Wow,
topped with razor wire,
444.
the tower
Nice
had a
joke in
searchlight,
Japanese. Ha
machine
ha ha
guns,
ha.
and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just...
I love this.
And the runways weren't even paved,
I love the
just
tanker
on the
trucks
back.
being actually
The whole place
inflatable
was just
decoys.
one big fat lie.
That
The
is
only
a
reason I was
amazing
here is
detail.
'cause they knew
I
I
love
was
that
a
detail.
supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out and set the dogs on me.